Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you a 3-out, 2-in swing motion basketball offense. I talked to you about it a little bit yesterday in a video, but today I'm going to really break it down against different zone and man defenses. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. If you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But today I'm going to give you a motion offense that you may or may not have actually seen before. So this is something that I've seen many years ago. I've improved on it, and yeah, so let's get down to the clipboard and let's check this out. Okay, so I would like to first off and say that this is a combination of a 3-out, 2-in motion offense and a triangle offense. So let me show you. First, we're going to have player 1 pass to player 2. Player 1 is then going to go into the triangle formation, except we're going to have player 5 pop up to the high post, to the free throw line. What we're hoping for here is some high to low passes, or possibly player 1 being open when he cuts towards that corner. Next, what's going to happen, we're going to have player 5 setting a screen. If nothing happens in that corner, player 5 is going to set a screen for player 3, and player 4 is going to set a screen for player 1. Player 3 is going to use that screen, and player 1 is going to use that screen, and player 2 is going to pass to player 3. Player 1 is going to be then popping out to this free throw line extended, and we are now looking at player 1 possibly being open in the key for a layup, or possibly being open at the three-point line for a three-point shot. Player 3 could also be open for a three-point shot as well. Now, let's say they're all still covered.
What we're going to have now is player 5 is going to go down to the low post. Player 4 is going to be coming back up to the high post. We're going to have player 3 cutting towards this corner because he just passed to player 1.
Now, player 3 could be open in that corner, or we could also have a high to low pass once again. Same thing as the other side, and we can run it through back and forth to really confuse the defense, maybe open up some holes in the defense if we can do this quickly. Now let's try this out against a 2-3 zone. Okay, so a 2-3 zone, we're going to have the trap up top, or the double team up top. We're going to pass over to player 4, which is going to bring player 4 red up. And then we're going to have player 1 cut towards this low corner, and player 2 is then going to, because player 2's zone is like that, he's going to go and double team player 2. Now, if player 2 could pass to player 1 fast enough, this could be a three-point shot. We're going to have the low post players swinging over or transitioning over to those spots, roughly. And now what we're going to have, let's say they do go into single coverage on that side. We now have player 5 popping up to that high post, and if he can get up there quick enough, he may have a nice mid-range shot. If he does get that ball, however, and that brings player 5 and 3 and 1 together, because of course in the high post it's multiple zones that he's in, we could have player 4 open for a layup. We could have player 3 cutting backdoor for a layup as well. Or let's say they stay in single coverage and player 1 is guarding player 5 and we don't get a pass going through. We would then have player 5 swing around, set a screen for player 3. Player 4 is going to be setting a screen for player 1. And player 2 is going to pass player 3 the ball, and player 1 is going to pop up to that side. And now, because now the defense has to swing to the other side, we may have some possibilities of players who are open. With the players offensively moving to those spots, we're going to be seeing a defense that's scrambling to get over to that side. And if that does happen and they do scramble, then we may have two opportunities for shots. We may have an opportunity down in the low post. We might also have an opportunity at the high post with player 4 popping. Now, if he does get to that high post, because we have now swung the ball around and we need to get player 2 quickly over to him so he doesn't get that shot, we now have player 2 who's wide open on this whole side of the court, who can get a mid-range shot, a three-point shot, because now we have swung the defense over to this side. They are not expecting, and they need to try and defend any shots that are going to be going up on that side. They will probably forget about player 2. And that does happen quite often. Now I'll show you against a 1-3-1 how this works out. Now against a 1-3-1, this is just as deadly, because now with player 1 cutting to that low corner, if player 2 doesn't swing out fast enough because if player 1 doesn't recover quick enough, then what we're going to have is now player 1 being open in that corner for a shot. Or what could happen is player 4 could be open in that low post, and if he gets passed to, and player 3 doesn't recover down quick enough for player 5, this could be a pass over to player 5 for a layup, unless player 5 goes to the high post first. And in which case, now we have single coverage on that side, and let's say the pass never got to player 1. Even if it did, he can pass back to player 2. Now what we're going to have is player 5 setting a screen for player 3 to be open. Player 2 is going to pass player 3 the ball. This, of course, could be a 3-point shot. But we're going to have player 1 popping out to this corner, or out to that free throw line extended. We're going to have player 5 moving down. Player 1 receiving the pass from player 3, which is going to bring player 3 up. The defense is going to be rotating. If they don't rotate quick enough, we could get a few open shots on this side, and even an open shot from player 3 as well. So, again, very deadly, even against a 1-3-1 zone defense. This is also really deadly against any zone defense that you will see, because now we're attacking the high-low pass, and we're also attacking the low corners, which every defense other than the 2-3 is weak against. But even the 2-3, depending on their formation and how fast you swing the ball, those corners are open as well. I hope that you have enjoyed this offense. And I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, let us know in the comments below that you will run this, that you're going to be running this offense, and let us know how it works. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video.